welcome back. I wanted to finish off Module 7. We're still talking about film festivals and screenwriting contests, and I wanted to go to a couple of sites and show you which sites that I use and talk a little bit about them. And so that's exactly what we're doing here. After you complete your screenplay, you have gotten coverage, you have done the necessary rewrites, and you're ready to get it out there. Then you can start submitting through this site. All you have to do is, set up a profile and research your competitions that you want to enter and start doing it. This is my profile page. Assemble the Creators is a screenplay that I wrote, and I just like the backdrop. And it'll have my bio, it'll have filmography, it's got my pictures of different awards that I've won here. So you can come here and, uh, submit your screenplay. And I want to go back to something, and this is important. I'm going to look up open and closed film festivals, because some film festivals are now closed. The submission season is over, but we still want to take a look at these numbers. Look, you have over 12,000 film festivals that filmmakers can submit uh, their film to. That's a lot of festivals, and this requires a lot of research. And sometimes the research is going to come by way of the internet and word of mouth. If a filmmaker's had a bad experience with a certain festival, he's going to vent it on the internet. And that's another thing about submitting your screenplays through this site, is that occasionally, an illegitimate one will sneak through. And when this happens, the people at Film Freeway will investigate the merit of that complaint. And if they find out that it does have merit, they are going to remove that contest or that festival from their site. Why? Because they have a reputation to uphold. Uh, there are some elite film festivals out here like the Cannes, and in as far as the United States is concerned, you have the Austin Film Festival and a whole bunch of other ones. And uh, Film Freeway does not want the grifters on their site, because then that has to do with their credibility. So they're going to investigate it, and if they find out that something is not on the up and up, they're going to take them down. So you have over 12,000 festivals here. I want to take this off of festivals. And let's see how many screenwriting contests that they have. Over 2,000 places to submit your screenplay. Now, some of these could be associated with festivals. Like I said, festivals and screenplay competitions kind of go hand in hand, but there are so many, and you're going to have to be careful who you submit to. I think I have only one more submission that is out, and I have three scripts submitted to the Nashville Film Festival, and there's a reason why I submitted to them, because they've been doing this for 55 years. Plus, they have established a good reputation. 55 years running. They have their organizers listed. Now, sometimes you'll come on here and you won't find this information. Uh, as a writer over 40, you can be in your 40s, 50s, 60s, man, you got to be careful where your money is going to. And so the good thing about this is they're going to put the competition manager up here, and all you do is, just Google them, find out who they are. And you want to do that. I love the thing that what I love about this Nashville Film Festival is you're not only going to get a chance to go there and network with some people, but they're also, for the winners, you're going to win some money here. But remember, the main thing is not so much about the money. I love money. but you want to get to these places and network, because this is probably where your biggest opportunities are going to come from. As far as transparency, they'll tell you that this is the listing when they first start, when Nashville Film Festival first started using Film Freeway. But it'll tell it's managed from the United States and Mexico. I personally prefer that it just be managed from the United States, but some competitions are international, and so you can find like 5 countries that has something to do with that particular screenplay competition or film festival. Now, here's the other site that I use. Most screenwriters know about this, and they already have their screenplays listed on this site, and they also submit through Coverfly. Now, the same thing here. You're going to come here. You're going to set up a profile, and you're going to start submitting through this site. Remember, of course, I keep drumming it in. After you have completed this first script, after you have gotten some feedback on it, after you have done your rewrite, then it's time to start submitting. And this is my profile here, and it has 43 accolades and 22 discoverable projects on here. Doesn't have my full 130, and there's a reason why. Uh, some of the screenplay competitions that I have won or placed in, sometimes they'll Film Freeway will send the link over, and then it'll start showing up on Coverfly, and there's a reason for that too. Because I find out that sometime I have to come here. I've placed or I won in a competition, and I have to come over here uh, and find out if Coverfly will accept it, really. And so there, this is if you want to claim your screenplay, you want to find out if it's listed within Coverfly. If Coverfly is going to give you credit for it, you come here, and these are the ones that they will give you credit for. You would notice a lot of these, like the creative screenwriter. You see how many of these here. So that means that they have some type of relationship with Coverfly. You can't. This is a business. Some people accuse Coverfly of being a paid to play scheme. I'm not saying that at all. Uh, but you will find out that a lot of competitions like emerging screenwriters, they just have, if you placed in any of these, because they have a partnership with these people, look at that. It's just, it's incredible. Now, remember, I just came from showing you that there are over 2,200 screenplay competitions, but Coverfly is only going to recognize who they're going to recognize, and they pride themselves on recognizing only the elite. Whether these festivals or screenplay competitions are the elite, I don't know. They most certainly come up when you begin to research them as being well-known competitions. Now, right here, yeah, take note of this. All of these screen craft, you know, residency programs and fellowships and stuff. These are screen craft uh, contests that you can submit to, and I would be willing. I'm almost certain of it. That there are probably close to 20 of them 20 of these things, and there's a reason for that too. This is Backstage. Backstage started out as a magazine. It's an industry report, but over, they've been in existence for like a half a century, and the Hollywood Reporter has even been in existence longer than that. What they are, they started out as trade magazines that focused on what was happening in Hollywood, what was happening with films, filmmakers, actresses, and so on. But for the last half century, they have just grown to just an enormous. They're enormous, and they have their hand in just about everything. Here that tell you who they're uh, they're trusted by Disney and Netflix and all of this. What became just a trade journal or a trade magazine turned into a monolith, but because they have so much more that they're offering now. As you can see, Backstage is the number one platform for the world's best talent and creators. And like I said, what started off as a trade journal has just ballooned into something huge, founded in New York in 1960 as a weekly trade newspaper. But they just blossomed and they have acquired, uh, they have taken in and acquired so many other companies. And so they're keeping, it's sort of like keeping the money within the family. Who are they partnering with? Some of their listings, some of their partners, Film Freeway. We just came off of that, and these things. So these are their partners. Some of their partners. So now you know that Backstage acquires Film Freeway, Coverfly, and Voice 123, which is like a platform for people who do voiceovers and that sort of thing. And I wanted to come here and I wanted to look up industry arts. And industry arts, as you see, is an IT service and IT consulting um, business. And they also discovering and developing top writers for the worldwide entertainment industry. They're located in Hollywood. So the reason why I bring this up and the complaint about Coverfly from some people and why they be talking about they're nothing more than a pay to play scheme. I don't see them as that, but they are a monolith, and it appears like if you want to get in contact with them, if you want to be among the who's, they're going to have certain festivals and certain competitions that they're going to work with, that they're going to recognize. They're going to have certain competitions and festivals that they are going to recognize, and they're big enough to do it. They have already acquired the largest screenplay submission platform. They've already acquired the largest platforms where filmmakers can submit their films, their projects. And like I said, this is a monolith, but they also acquired industry arts for, they're an IT company. They specialize in branding, transforming talent, discovery in Hollywood. Let's take a look at their brands. Now, remember that this falls under the umbrella of Backstage. Industry Arts is a parent company to some of the entertainment industry leading software, data aggregation, and talent discovery services. and brands. So Backstage acquired them to do some work for them. There, remember I was telling you there are 20 screencraft competitions and stuff. And so now you know that Backstage has acquired uh, Industry Yard, and these are the brands that Industry Yards with. It's a big umbrella. So there's a reason why some competitions are listed on Coverfly, and why they promote them more than they would promote some other competitions, or not recognize those competitions at all. Screencraft is their baby. The Script Laugh is their baby. I think they're working with Launchpad. We already know that Coverfly is their baby. So, and I think they have something with the tracking board. There might be a merger there. I'm not sure. But as you can see, these are the brands that the IT company under Backstage that they try to promote. I used We Screenplay. They were one of the covers that I got back that I showed you for my feature script, Little Boys. So I'm only pulling all these things up to show you that, man, this is a business. And there are some businesses out here that they have just become so monolithic. And, it seems like you're not going to be able to do what you want to do as far as getting your foot in the door of Hollywood unless you happen to go through some of these, and especially if you want to submit your screenplay. So you submit your screenplay to through Coverfly or Film Festival Freeway. They're owned by Backstage, and Backstage has so many. I mean, the tentacles are far reaching, and this is the reason why I keep reiterating: find your tribe. uh don't do not focus on, I'm gonna make it in Hollywood, I'm gonna sell this script. There are so many things. uh People going to have to like you. They're going to have to know you. And if you want to play ball in this domain, uh, you're going to have to go through some of these. They've already, listen, they've already bought the largest film festival submission site. They already acquired Coverfly, which is probably the largest screenplay submission site. And there's a reason why they're only going to recognize certain uh, film festivals and screenplay competitions. And I personally believe that, this might be a good thing because they're in the know. They've been around for so long, but that doesn't mean that it's not a who you know business. So I just didn't want you to get caught up in trying to be on Coverfly's red list or anything, because you have to submit to festivals and screenplay competitions associated with them, with the competitions who they have part. And they're not promoting every film festival and screenplay competition on Film Freeway. So these other competitions will accept your money, but that doesn't mean that they're recognized by anybody. I would be willing to bet that probably, I don't know, probably half of my placements, nobody's going to ever recognize that. And there have been some people in the industry that says screenwriting competitions, no, nobody really cares about them anyway. And then there are others that say, yes, they do. Every streaming platform needs some content out there, so I believe that they are looking. So I just brought this back. It's not, I just brought this up. It's not to throw shade on anything, but there's a reason why certain competitions are promoted over others, and why they say, if you want to get your foot in the door, you need to be submitting to these competitions and film festivals. It's not 100% true. I think people have broken in by going to smaller festivals and winning in smaller festivals just because somebody was there who knew somebody who knew somebody who knew somebody, and they liked the material that that person, so they help push them. But also, they have to have a little cachet within the industry themselves. So again, I just wanted to pull this up. Like I said, it's not to throw shade on anybody, but it's to let you know the monolithic structure of these platforms where you're going to submit your uh, either your film or your screenplay. This is about business, and I'm telling you, the major thing with getting your foot in the door is you're going to have write good material. You're going to have a personality that is pliable, that people can work with you. People have to like you. And I believe that the only way that they even get to know you, they have to see you. So I'm a heavy promoter of attending some film festivals when you have the opportunity to go participating in some of the panels and the like. So that wraps up Module 7, Part 2, Film Festivals and Screenplay Competitions.